Once upon a time, there lived a rich man in a small village. He is so rich that he had lots and lots of possession. One bad thing about the rich man is his character. He is a very angry person. He used to yell at people. He used to shout at people all the time. But despite his character, people were there to serve him because the village was highly affected by poverty at the time. This rich man had a poor driver who was a very kind person, humble-hearted person. People in the village used to love this driver a lot. One day, the rich man wanted to visit his friend in the town. He called his poor driver to take the car. Both started their journey. During their journey, the car went in a very high speed. Unfortunately, the car had a breakdown, and this poor man was unable to handle the car. He lost his control. The car met with a bad accident. Both were thrown out of the car. Hearing the terrible noise, people ran to see what was happened at the spot. They could see both were running on the blood, lying on the ground. You know what? The rich man was shouting at the people to carry him to the hospital. He was literally yelling at people, take me from this place to the hospital. The people don't know what to do seeing the rich man's character even in that situation. They saw the poor man humbly crying in the spot. Only 4 people were there. They decided to carry the poor man's body to the hospital. They carried him on their shoulders and they started walking miles and miles. They reached the hospital and they admitted the person there. This rich man had a wife, came to hear this news. She rushed to the hospital to see what was happened to her husband. As soon as she came to the hospital, she was searching for her husband. She was shouting in the hospital, where is my husband? Where is my husband? Nobody opened their mouth. Nobody was there to say anything there. One person said, your husband is not here. He is still at the spot where the accident was happened. The wife couldn't bear the pain. She ran to the accident spot and she could see her husband lying on the ground with the legs twisted and broken. He was shouting for water. The wife saw the scene. Her eyes was fully filled with tears. She could find some people there and she went there and she pleaded a lot. Come on, please help my husband. Help my husband. He's running with blood all over the body. Help my husband. The people said, we tried to help your husband, but you know what? He was yelling at us still. He was shouting at us still. We don't know what to do with your husband. The wife tried again and she pleaded a lot, which melted the people's heart, and they came to rescue the husband. They carried them on the shoulders and they ran to hospital miles and miles. Finally, they reached the hospital. The rich guy could see the poor guy coming out from the hospital with minor injuries. So, the doctor diagnosed the rich man's body and he said he needed to take 6 months of treatment for his body to get healed completely. So the rich man decided to get admitted there. So the treatment was started. Days ran by and this rich man's mind was fully filled with confusions, fully filled with frustrations. He hated himself for being so hard to people. He realized all his mistakes, all the things came to his mind. He was asking to himself, why the hell I was doing so to people? He realized all his mistakes. He could remembered all the things, whatever he did to people, and he could feel the heart of people, how they would have suffered hearing all these shoutings. The rich man thanked the people who carried him to the hospital from the accident spot. All the things came to his mind, which made him to realize whatever he did is a mistake. Finally, the treatment was completed. He got discharged from the hospital that night. He went to his home, had a sound sleep. The next morning has come. He walked slowly to the terrace. He could hear the birds singing. He could feel the breeze of the wind. He laughed slowly and said to himself, everybody needs somebody to carry their body. Due to the change of this rich man's heart, the entire village was filled with peace and joy.